Have you ever been through rough times as a coach because you struggled to find results with your team, or maybe personalities within the team didn't mesh well together, and you feel like you want to have more impact but struggle to find that impact? If this is the case, you probably did a lot of things outside of your natural strengths and things you find important to influence the players. A lot of other coaches or people around you might say, just do what you do best, what you like the most, where you can influence the most. But that is for every coach. It can be a different aspect of coaching. So how do you become more in tune with your own strengths and your own self to influence the best as a coach? Because oftentimes the best coaches have their own authentic coaching style. They are motivated because they keep close towards their strengths and what they are good at, and they stick with it and they expand on it. It is a coaching style that is very clear for you as a coach, but also very clear for the players and the team you work with. They identify you with a certain type of coaching, a solid identity that they will remember years after you've coached them. But how do you find your strengths, what you are good at, what you find important to have the most impact, and how can you stand out from other coaches and be more authentic? In this video, we will cover 10 questions or 10 steps that will make you more authentic to hone into your strengths, and so you can be motivated over the long run in your career. Grab a pen and a piece of paper and let's get into it. What's up, guys? My name is Donny from nextlevelesports.com, the #1 platform for esports coaches and team development. We are here to help you and your team to reach their next level by getting the people side of esports right. In this video, we will cover 10 steps or 10 questions to get you as a coach more authentic, more motivated, and more impactful. These questions that you soon are going to be answering for yourself are for you and you alone. So that means think about yourself, who you are, and this can be maybe be different for you or maybe an easy thing if you think about more of yourself and your own perspective. But don't take in account of like how other people view you from within yourself. That would be the best way to answer the upcoming 10 questions. And take your time. So just pause the video and just take a break in thinking and writing it down. You don't have to do it like in the first run to be it perfectly. So, and why do I ask this? Is because after this video, you have like your own authentic coach style, or at least a lot of tools to know where your strengths are and what you find important to get motivated and all these kinds of things. But you will always take these points with you wherever you go, what you find important. So it is important, therefore, to keep your beginner's mind, to keep yourself in tune with why you started off with coaching, what you really find important. Because if you don't do that, you will get stressed because you don't feel the impact that you're having. You try to do too many things or try to be someone else that you are probably not. And you will compile like stress within it. And you can even over time, if you keep doing other things outside of your own natural strength, you can even become physically ill, and that's not what we want. So take your time and just like let it sink in, all these questions, and you will be fine, because it will be the basis of your whole motivation and also your own coach philosophy and all these kinds of things. So it's very important to take it easy and think about things thoroughly. So to become more authentic, we have to ask the questions. So let's jump right into the very first question. Step 1. Remember a lively memory of a situation during practice or a match. So I want you to go back in time to a practice or a match that you remember vividly, that you know what your tasks were, what you said towards the players, how they communicated, how was the situation played out, all these kinds of things, and make it as complete as possible. So pause the video on this moment if you need to think about it, and then come back to it for step 2. Step 2. Replay the situation over and over until it is as clear and complete as possible. So even though you might think like, I have a complete, I got it, try to figure out all these little details as well. Like maybe even the smell, what kind of chair were you sitting in, to make it as vividly and as lively as possible. So you get all the details right, or maybe in play that they made, or the energy, or maybe a physical reaction that you had if you were happy, that you were jumping out of your chair or were screaming, all these kinds of things. So once again, have the same memory, but add on the details and all your senses. If you need to think about it, pause the video again and then continue later on with step 3. Step 3. What matters in this situation? You just constructed a complete image of a memory that is now very alive and well inside your mind. But if you observe it from your own perspective and your own values and the person who you are, what really matters? And it can be different things for everyone. So one would say, we trust each other, because in this moment it was about trust. We just did this new exercise or this new strategy, and there was a lack of trust, but within the situation that really felt important to me, that we trusted each other. Or it could be maybe for you that it was about the tactical prowess, that everyone was thinking on their own by leveraging all the information that was available to get upper hand inside the moment or in the battle, and that you coach them on it. Or it could be harmony, for let's say everyone is in tune with each other, they like each other, everyone meshes well, and that is why they play better, and you have this harmonic feeling of belonging as well. It could also be something like what is important in this situation, about like systems that they drilled or that they executed on the systems that you implied on them, that you really find it important. So think about these kinds of things, that what really matters in this kind of situation. So think about it again, pause the video, and then come back to step 4. Step 4. This is the moment where you grab your pen and piece of paper, your Word document or notepad, to write things down where you like it to be as a coach, and answer the next question. So what do you find very important in such situation? What is the situation about that you find so impactful for you as a coach that you feel like within yourself, this is where it's all about? It can be knowledge, it can be experience, it can be maybe the individual skills as well. It can be how the people communicate with each other, that they give criticism or can't stand criticism, or maybe are just nice as sort of a group of friends with each other, this kind of harmony vibe, or can be anything else. So think about what is very important for you in this particular situation. Think about it, pause the video, and then come back to the next step 5. Step 5. What else do you find important in this particular situation? So you just have written down probably one word, could be harmony, skill, or something else that you really find important from within you as a coach. But maybe you come across with certain types of topics or words that you find, I find this important, but this one is more important to me. Now is the time to add like the secondary focus point for you as well that you find important. So write it down as well. Think about it. What in this particular training or match situation is there so important that I write down as well? Pause the video if you have to, and then come back to step 6. Step 6. Finally, is there something else that you find important as well in this situation? So go over your image as well of the situation that you visualized of your practice or match, and go over it again, maybe a second time. And what do you find else important? Maybe some words or topics came through your mind as well that you were like, yeah, this is important as well. So it's now probably time to write it down as well. It can be of just like understanding or maybe using data in your preparations, or also doing different parts outside of the gaming. Let's say doing exercise that you find it important, that you want to integrate it into your coaching style. It can be very personal just for you, so you find your own values and your own identity to become an authentic coach. Pause the video if you need to think more, and then come back to step 7. Step 7. What answers did you give? Look at the words that you just written down and think and feel if these words describe you with your coaching. Is this the coaching that you would love to implement and give? If it would be harmony or data, maybe flow charts, maybe understanding, doing physical exercises, does it feel like you? Look at it, maybe change up something, or just go back to the previous steps if it doesn't feel like you. If so, very good. And let's look at step 8. Step 8. Congratulations, you've just written down your coach criteria. Your coach criteria are your foundation of your motivation and authenticity as a coach. You can view it as a safety net that you can always rely on and fall back upon when you feel less motivated or you want to impact from your own personality strengths the most. So, for example, if you've written down, I want to use data, you can use more data within your teams and see how you can impact with data the team the most. So not only for you, but also for your team. So they know you are an authentic coach that uses a lot of data to reach the next level. So you get identified with data as well. It can also be the point of, let's say, harmony, that you find it really important that everyone feels comfortable within the team, or just outside of practice or matches, you guys spend time as well within the team, and you can set up maybe like movie nights or play games together, or do like quizzes from time to time. Like not every day, because probably not everyone likes it, and too much is also a thing, but also a thing that you feel like, yeah, I can impact it because it helps me and the team to become more in harmony. Getting on the same page, getting to know each other is very impactful for synergy as well. So by having these focus points, you can have more impact and more clarity on how you want to structure your practices, matches, and how you as a coach can be of way more value and impact than probably before. So do more of you so you can have the impact that you want. Get ready for step 9. Step 9. So I want you to imagine if you had point 1, 2, and 3 on your list that you've written down have abundantly available in your coaching. What does that provide for you and your team? So for example, the data. If you are a data beast as a coach and you use it more within your coaching and you feel very comfortable with it, what would be your impact? Or if it is harmony, if you do like the activities outside of the practices and matches, that you play board games together or play different games or just go out to a restaurant or meet up every month or every week probably. What will be the impact? Do you feel motivated to get in touch with the players? Or if it's about skill that you like to teach individual skills as well with individual coaching, that you have more impact that way, because if this is so important to you, you are more motivated, are more enthusiastic, and can have more impact as well, because the things that you feel comfortable with are also probably the things that you're really good at as a coach. So do more of you and see what that brings you. And also, it makes you identify it for the players. If you are an harmonic coach, they will identify you with harmony. They will identify you with data. They will identify you with having the skills and individual training. So hopefully you start to feel how these coach criteria can really benefit you to become more motivated and authentic coach. We have still one more step to go. So let's go. Step 10. Now you've written down your coach criteria, you understand them and see the impact probably that you can have for yourself and your team to stay motivated and be authentic. But look at those words again. Can you clarify some words again? So for example, if you've written down skill and you translate it within yourself, I see skill as more of individual coaching, that I find that important, and within the training setting. So maybe you want to change the skill part or the word for individual coaching. It could be. So think about the words and look at those words again that you've written down, and can you formulate them more clearly so you understand them better. Congratulations. Now you know what is important for you to stay motivated and to be authentic within your coaching. To evolve your coaching to a next level as well, here's a quick tip. So you now identified your own coaching criteria. Now look outwards. What kind of coaches share some or come close to your coach criteria, and learn from them. Observe them, maybe ask them for a conversation or an interview. What kind of methods did they use? How they behave in certain types of contexts. So maybe some problems that you're struggling with, so you can learn from them. Learn from other coaches, or maybe learn from the best by observing the professional and the higher up ranking coaches. Just look them up on the internet, or maybe you know one or two, and just be a little bit of cheeky by contacting them and explain your story, what you are exploring to become a better coach. And probably there's a good chance that they will reply, and you can have your conversation and you can extract that value for them. If you want to learn more about your coaching criteria and the impact that it can have within your coaching in a day-to-day basis, please check out the video I just made before about the coaching level model that is linked in the description below, or maybe in the screen right here. And there you can find what your natural strengths are and also your blind spots. Because if you identify with one of these roles, this could also help you benefit in to become a more well-rounded and a more better coach to reach the next level. So guys, this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Very curious what your coach criteria are, what kind of value did you get from this video. So please comment down below so I can read it and I can reply to you. And as well, if you got any suggestions about upcoming video or certain types of problems or things that you're struggling with that I can help you with, please let me know so that I can think about it and probably make a video for you and other coaches to provide the value, because I make these videos for you guys, so I want to provide the most value as possible as well. So once again, if you liked it, please thumbs up. If you want more of these kinds of video, it would also greatly help to subscribe as well and hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I post a new video, so you keep up with all the involvement and improvements that you can have as a coach or as a team. So thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys next time in the next video. Bye-bye.